is to come in a comfortable position where you can sit down and lay down comfortably, so your body feels, comfort. Because if at some point I sit and I'm just like, okay, my hurt, my leg is hurting something, my attention goes to the body. So the first point is just to allow a body feels like very comfortable. I don't know if you guys do some meditation or something that any of your position, but the position that you can just sit down, relax, or lay down for the like 15 minutes, 15 to like 20 minutes. At any point of time, if you want to change your position or move something, you are free to do that. There's no strict rules, right? But just make sure that you just like feeling comfortable. And also by when we do some guiding practices, when we close our eyes, it helps us to move our inner version to the inwards. So you still can have your eyes open or eyes closed, but when I close my eyes, I kind of don't distract, what's happening around me, like to the things around me. So to close the eyes first, as well, to come to the comfortable position. Sorry, the morning. There's a, the morning started in Tbilisi. The morning started in Tbilisi with the cars. And if we're all ready, we can start with a deep inhale and exhale. And you can take the next inhale with your belly. And one exhale with the open mouth. And when I do inhale, I quickly bring my attention from every situation, any interaction that I had today, the situation that I've been to. With inhaling, I kind of bring in all my attention to the place, to the moment where I'm right now. And is there any task, something I have to do later? No, I can put all the thoughts that I have today just on a blank paper and throw it down thinking, okay, I will think about it later. Right now, I have only one task, is to feel how with my inhale, the breath going in and it expand my lungs. And with my exhale, I'm exhaling any expectations for the practice. Anything that doesn't serve me and something that I want to release today. And with the next inhale, I'm bringing my attention to the place where I think my heart is. If I would know where my heart is, where would it be? And then kind of inhale from the back and exhale to the front by opening my heart. And with the next moment, just move your attention to your feet, to your soil. And you can imagine it's like I'm a tree that have a roots that go deep, deep down to the soul. And I'm inhaling and exhaling down to the earth by acknowledging that I have a roots. And as a tree, I get all the nourishment, all the juices like to grow, to have a fruit as I am. And I move my attention to my crown, to the crown point, to the tip of the head. And imagine that I have branches like a tree has. That I connect with everything around me. And when the next inhale and exhale, imagine that you are in reality, then all your hopes, all your wishes, the way how you want to feel, come true. How does it feel? How do you see yourself? You can have a senses or the vision. Just trust everything that comes. And imagine there is a next moment, the big flash happening around you, and you're transferring to the big throne hall or celebration hall. Any space that come into like party hall, celebration hall. And you are sitting in a throne behind the table. And now all the ancestors coming to this place, to this celebration hall. Many, many people from different times, from different centuries. I call up to all my ancestors, invite you to come to this hall. And the room starts to fill with love, care, appreciation, forgiveness, and sense of security. Imagine there's many, many people come come to meet you. And now you're gonna be served with delicious drink. Everyone got served with delicious drink. And now you are drinking together. Notice what drink it is. And imagine like your ancestors are starting to bring you gifts. You may see what it is, I may not, or just feel it. And you are giving back something back to someone. And now in this hall with the many people, please imagine the picture of your mother and her family line. You can notice if the mother family line are sitting from which side of the table. Are they communicating with other family members? Just observe. And imagine that your mom just sitting right in front of you and her family side as well. You can look or imagine your mother, her parents, and internally you can ask, what was important for you? What was genuinely important for you in your life? Or what talents or gifts you had? You can feel or listen for an answers. Any thoughts, images, feelings that arise, just trust. What was valuable for you in your life? And just look at them and say thank you. And you can respond inside by saying, Mom, I accept all your values and the values of ones that was behind you. And I will implement it in my own way when I walk my own unique way of life. And our true, genuine connection always will remain because I love you. And you can feel or sense how the love is flowing from you to them and from them to you. And next moment, you're going to sit down to the father side. You can imagine your father, his grandparents, or just imagine that they're there. And you can give a comment to the consciousness. I'm ready and want to see values of my father and his lineage. Let it appear. And you can ask him, Dad, what was important for you in your life? What you believed in? What you valued in your life? While listening to all what comes, you can ask what else? What else was important for you? And now you can say inside, Dad or Father, I see your values and values of the ancestors that were behind you. And it's important for me. And I will implement it in my life in my own way. And at the same time, our true connection will always remain because I love you. And feel how your love flows to your father and to their side, and from them to you. Now look at your parents together, at your father and your mother. Imagine their presence, the image. And if there any resentment you feel towards your mother and father, imagine that some representatives of their lineage are stepping closer to you and giving you what you are missing or expected from them. someone is coming from the crowd behind them and then giving you support, recognition, love. If the parents could not show it the way I wanted, anything that I was missing, some of the ancestors are given to me right now. And just have a glimpse in all room full with the people, how they celebrate, how they interact with each other. Feel the gratitude of how everyone celebrating the reunion. And if you feel or notice or see if there any coldness present, imagine that to this table, to the hall, the angel of peace are coming right now. And he brings cup of peace, a special elixir of respect, forgiveness, and recognition of everyone's value. And also in this cup, there is a bubbles of humor and love. And everyone who will drink from this cup will stop being super important and offended and becomes loving and happy. Imagine how you and your family are drinking from this cup, and it increases the energy of collaboration, reconciliation of family, in your family, in yourselves, and in your life. And now look at all the people that came to the hall to meet you. And look at them all, say thank you for coming to see me, to meet me. And they're saying you back at any time, at any point of life, if you need us, you can just call and we will come. Thank you. We see your journey and we appreciate for everything you do. We love you. And all the people started to leave. With the gratitude and sense of joy, a sense of how great was the party. And now close your palms together, and you can put it to your heart. Acknowledging that my heart is beating with the gratitude for all the ancestors, all the people who are standing behind me. Thank you for the life. Thank you for the greatest gift. And now, as soon as you're going to be ready, just keep your eyes closed and put your hands by closing your eyes and slowly, slowly coming back, but just feeling, hey, how does it feel? What's around me? And when you're going to be ready, you can take the deep inhale and exhale. And let's do one more. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And another one. Inhale with a smile and exhale with the joy.
Thank you so much, Katrina. Oh, I loved every second of that.
So if anyone wants to turn on the microphone, so we can have some feedbacks.
Yes.
If anyone wants to share the vision, something that I can comment on.
Yes. If you guys want to raise your hands, I will obviously click on it. Just let us know if you feel like sharing, okay? If you want to share your experience.
Samantha, like everyone, maybe you can remember what drink were you drinking. What was it?
Let's see.
What was you drinking?
Sita says it alternated between red and white wine.
Okay, so like it's also, you know, that it depends on the drink. So if it would be a wine, it's about the joy, about the fun, about the celebration, right? Anyone else? Anyone else? What if you notice what was yours, Samantha? What were you drinking?
Mine
Tequila.
was mine was water, like but very pure water.
The water is about the clearness, to clear the things.
Oh, good. That makes sense. We have
So anyone maybe drink, like, you know, the lemonade or the honey or anything, just comment what was your drink.
we have tequila mead. Ooh, Ren, come through.
What is
Sweet
mead?
tea. So mead is like fermented. It's like fermented. Like Celts used to like drink it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
So
a
if
type
it's
of
something,
beer.
if it was something sweet, like honey or something, tea or something, it's also that the sweetness of the life, a healing. So what was the most we needed now, like to add the the meat in the honey. The honey, it's like a sweetness of the life. So we added the sweetness of the life and the healing. So if you look at any drinks, you kind of see the relations, what this drink about, what it's bringing to us. So also, if you have noticed, if if you're like, if the people, they were sitting together in one table, or they were sitting separately, are they communicated with each other, how they were interacting, like anything, if you have noticed. What was yours?
Mine were very loud altogether, but that's just my family. They're crazy and loud, and it was a party. I just
Mm-hmm.
asked everybody how their ancestors interacted.
Mm-hmm. So, like for example, if the mother relative and the father relative, are they gonna mixing up, or they were kind of sitting separately from each other?
They were definitely separated on each side. Like my mom's family was over here and my dad's family was over here. They were separated, like separated out.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes, like if it's mixing everyone crowd, it's like for the mutual, the peaceful in the ancestors line, right? If, for example, if they were sitting and they were not interacting, and they might be net interaction, they it's like a lack of collaboration between the values.
That is
So
up.
through their, yeah, and to help out to that one, we also can ask, like to see value of everyone. For example, if anyone has experience where the ancestors were not kind of communicated to each other, or they sitting separately, if anyone had this experience.
Kai says mine was a huge banquet table that initially had everyone mixed, but then slowly split until back at the end, and then everyone mingled again. So it
Mm-hmm,
looks like they
mm-hmm,
like went in together and then went into their
mm-hmm,
assigned seats and then came back
mm-hmm,
together.
mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. So through this experience, you can also see like if they're like how the interaction inside of me, the values of the family.
Yeah. Does anyone want to share, want to come forward and like share their experience? You do not have to. It's completely optional. I just want to open the invitation. Sita says, mine sat on opposite sides of a large table. My mom's side stayed mostly quiet as I speak to those ancestors quite a bit more than my dad's. They encouraged my dad's side to talk a lot, especially the Irish and Nigerian ancestors.
Mm-hmm. So there's also that the exercise that you can do is by write, like take the piece of paper, the pen, and for example, if you remember someone, for example, there is a mother side sitting and there is a father side sitting, and you're like, this is Aunt Lena. I want you to introduce you to her, like I want you to introduce you to her. She's a great person. She's kind. She like animals. She does this, 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 this. So you introducing by showing how wonderful the person is, by just saying that, okay, that was a great person, and you're like, and this is Uncle Tom, and this is this one, and this and this one. By the way, he like a great, the golfer, or he's a great farmer, and he has his own farm, and like you kind of introducing them and showing them to each other, and you can like by connecting to them with their values, by just like, this is, hey, this is like cool person. I want you to know
Yeah.
him, and this cool person, I want to know him. And for example, if you all live in a conflict outside, the my will is that you live in peaceful inside of me. In a like regular life, you can, fight, or you can have a different opinion and different views, but inside of myself, inside of my body, inside of my cells, inside of the body, inside of my psychics, I want you to be in peace.
That makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm. So if anyone wants to share
Let
with
me. Okay. It's okay, Cena. I went ahead and muted you just in case because I was like, oh no, but I just wanted to check on you, make sure you're okay. Oh no.
oh,
Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. I think I think we're okay. I think everyone's still like in the experience, if that makes
process.
sense. Yeah, process.
Yes, for the healing in general with the
Oh, actually, we had Ren, so I'm gonna let her come forward. Yay!
Hello. Thank you
hello.
so much for that. Um, that was really lovely. I took a while coming back to myself, just communicating with my ancestors. Um, Honestly, the meditation, they sort of did their own thing. Um, like I spoke first with my maternal line, my mother line, and I asked them, what they valued. Um, they showed me even a past life, and we're talking like with the meat, the sweetness of life, about making choices to have a sweet life and be free to make my own independent decisions. So interestingly, their values were different from the father line. So when I went to the oh wait, no, I started at the no, I started in maternal line. When I went to the father line, it was completely different, their values. And at one point, I did shift into a hall with my and that's my Scandinavian ancestors, and that's when an angel came forward. It was Archangel Chamuel, and he gave me the cup of mead, and um my saw my ancestors were drinking as well. So I know that there's a lot of healing to be done on different sides, but I did think it was interesting that the maternal line, sorry, the paternal line, the father line was the one drinking, that sweet mead. So I guess that's something in the ancestry that needs to be healed on that side. A lot of like the
Mm-hmm.
struggle and strife and all of that. Like a lot of them, there's like for example on that side were a lot of like the Irish, a lot of them were soldiers. So embracing the sweetness and peace of life. And funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
my father in this life was in the army, and it's the ancestors are showing me where that is a long thing that my line has pretty much always had someone in military. They honor strength and integrity and valor. They even showed me like an ancestor like in Europe, like with a lance on horseback. Those are the things that they value. But now they're like, it's time to lay down your weapons. You're here to embrace the sweetness of life. So that's what the mead represented.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was
So
pretty powerful.
as for you, as for you, that like I got you aware that like for your life was important, to have a challenges, to physically do something like heavenly, like to go there. And I see it, I respect it in my own life. I choose, you know, to dance this life through, with a light-hearted, with like with the joy, something. So
Yes.
you just choosing the way how you like you still keeping and the strange that inside you, but you just choosing the way how you want to enter
Yeah.
that this quality. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly it. they told me that, I am them. I do have that strong heart. They always tell me my heart is, one of my strongest assets, but I get to choose what strength looks like to me, and embracing that softness. So you say even dancing through life. So funny. I was I was talking to Sam about Samantha earlier about that today, lightness, using my voice and dancing, being in my body, being present, all that is one way of me, being present and actually enjoying life instead of just like soldiering through it. So
So
thank
not to
you.
be in a trooper, but just like dancing through it, like even dancing
Exactly.
through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they tell me
you
that
can you
every
can you
day.
can like that also that shows the heart of the warrior. But
Mm,
I choose not to be the soldier, but to have a warrior spirit, my warrior spirit.
yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And so they drove home how strong I am. But, I've been through a lot, but my strength is not just surviving, it's living. That's what they want me to do and be happy.
Enjoying, enjoying life, and
Yeah.
living, and growing
Yeah.
the
So
way you
yeah,
like to enjoy life.
yeah, it's so funny
Can you can
you're emphasizing
Mhm.
dancing because that is something they tell me every day. They're like, dance. I'm like, I don't know how. But just move your body, be free and happy. That's important.
So and like see that's can be the it's for them there was a comment, like with a soldier for UK can give yourself a comment, like my comment is to enjoy the life.
Hmm. Yeah.
To like to learn the art of joy.
Yes. Instead of like a lot of the word I hear is regimentation and a lot of structure, and that's something I even had in my life, and that's how I live my life. But it's time to just be flow and just art and create and just yeah. So, but thank you. I really appreciate it. I need that. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of it.
Thank you for sharing, Ren. Thank you. Okay, does anyone else want to share before we wrap up and Katrina tells us where to find her and how to work with her?
How to work with me. How was your experience, Samantha?
Oh, my
What was
experience?
anything that you want to share?
My experience was very in alignment with my ancestors. I will say I am very close with my family, both sides. Grew up very involved with both sides. So my maternal side values um the home, if that makes sense. They value home. And food. Funny enough, they were all cooks, so they're like, we love it's like hosting. Like they were hosts, all like they're just home girly pops. And my father's side really values safety. um my father's side is his my grandmother on my father's side is indigenous. So being Native American, they really valued safety. And then his father was Scottish and Irish. So safety was big for them too. Um, I've done genealogy and we've been able to trace them all back so far. So I have tons of names and photos and stories, and I'm lucky that way. So it was kind of like everyone sat on their side of the table, but they like mingled with each other and spoke to each other. Um, I don't pay a lot of attention to my Scottish and um, Irish slash German side, to be honest. I pay a lot of homage to my indigenous. So I did get a message of like, hello, like pay attention to us too, like we're cool over here. So it was nice to just be like, okay, I see you. Love you guys too.
It's like the one I see you.
Yeah.
The only one I see you. I just see you. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was nice. It was um very healing because I had some coldness like on my right side towards my shoulder blade, and then at the end of it that had warmed up after I had said, like, I do see you, I do recognize you, and I am grateful for your sacrifices. My dad's side had a very hard time. So it was nice to be intentional with saying, like, thank you for the struggles that you did. I appreciate everything you went through. That way I could have the life I have now, which is a very good one. So I'm very grateful. Oh no.
So as for what?
Oh, you're good now.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. I'm back. Okay. It's already morning. I don't know what time it is. It's already we kind of made the sunrise in Tbilisi, Georgia.
Oh, good. Yeah, it is
So
almost
we went
12 o'clock here. So,
so almost 12, right? So we're just gonna wrap it up to the all the journey. So as for the healing, so it's part the healing with our relationship with ancestors, with our emotional side, with our body. And as I mentioned also to you, I do the transformational board games, the game, the board game that help you to transform your life on the different levels. That's one of the main things I do here. And I organize retreats in Tbilisi, Georgia. So any of you want to come to this healing land, be glad to meet you here. Yeah. I will share my contacts, my social media contacts on Instagram, and you can reach out for me as for the some individual sessions, healing sessions, or play the transformational board game. I also do it online. Any questions, just I'm open to the feedback as well. So like don't hesitate to reach me out if you want to say or ask something. I always open for the communication.